Hey guys, it is 1:51 a.m. and I'm in Katie's basement. Katie's not being a good host and not hanging out with me, and she's on World of Warcraft. I just want to be loved. Hey Katie, since this is a vlog, should we try to have some kind of deep philosophical discussion? Should I look stuff up? Say something. Alright, you're a bitch. Alright, I'm gonna look up philosophical thoughts. Deep topics to talk about. Deep conversation topics. Half of them are about sex. Actually, we can actually talk about this. Why is sex such a booming topic? Like, it's been proving that it's not the most important thing to the human existence. God, Katie, you're such a slut. I hate you. I hate you. Okay, so, like, I used to be, like, incredibly deeply religious. So I took my philosophy class. I mean, like, it really just, like, opened my eyes to a lot of questions that, like, I never really thought about. Like, the thing is that, like, back home, in my youth group, I was, like, the most religious person. And, like, I was always, like, the girls always said, like, how they looked up to me as, like, someone being deeply religious. And, it kind of, like, the class, like, asked a lot of questions I didn't really have answers for. And made me, like, rethink a lot of stuff. Like, the reason we believe in a religion is because someone told us to. Essentially. Someone told us to believe in something, we chose to believe in it. Like, I used to feel connection, but, like, sometimes, like, I felt like I had to try too hard to make it happen. Maybe it wasn't supernatural. A lot of things that, like, the church told me to do, and, like, not to do, that I ended up doing. And they said, like, I'd hate myself for. I don't hate myself for. Or, like, they said, like, if I do this, it's gonna ruin my life, or it's gonna, like, corrupt me as a person. And I don't feel, like, not corrupted. And Eli told me once, he was like, you're committing the biggest sin of all because you acknowledge that God exists and you're choosing to ignore it. Because I don't know if he exists. I guess at one point I thought he did. The thing about this is, like, if I do, like, figure out that it is, like, all possible, that God is real, then, like, I'll be going back, like, with a firm belief in it. Instead of just kind of being like, okay. I don't know, like, I understand, like, there being a higher power, but, like, where there's rules and morality, I don't know where that stems from, because someone must have told us. Something, like, literally has, like, been telling us that this is how things have to be, which, like, all beings believe in it. And then people will say, like, how God's, like, he is beyond everything. And then you can argue, well, someone told you that. Also, in, like, my class, I kind of, like, took a step back just because, like, it's pointless to argue religion with a philosophy teacher, because the philosophy teacher is a philosophy teacher, not a religious studies teacher. That's also kind of why I've been taking a step back in that sense. I'm kind of excited for my religious class, just, like, studies class, just so, like, maybe it'll open up some kind of thought. It has made me think a lot. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me, because I feel, like, a lot clearer-minded, not having to worry about it. Eli says I choose not to listen to it, though. Like, I choose not to believe. Like,
It's not really a choice.
well, like, in high school, I used to get so stressed out about having to be, like, you know, perfect Catholic girl. Like, also I have anxiety issues, so, like, when I did something, like, unpure, that was, like, you know, like, just, like, a bad sin or something, I got, like, really paranoid about it, and, like, I used to always just be like, oh my god, I'm not good enough. I used to, like, really beat myself up about it. It got to the point where, like, I felt like I had to micromanage everything I did to, like, do everything right, like, morally and, like, in every other aspect. And so, like, after, like, the whole philosophy class made me, like, think about a lot of stuff, let me take a step back, it actually, like, cleared my head a lot. And I told Eli this, and he was like, Catholicism isn't supposed to make you feel stressed. You're not supposed to feel that way. I'm like, I know, but I did. Personal thing. If I'm gonna be dedicated towards something, I want to be the best I can be at it. Like, if I want to be a musician, I want to be the best musician I can possibly be. It's, like, the same thing. And I felt like there was, like, a strong reason to even have to hold such high standards for myself in that sense. Following these rules, at least. And I can, like, kind of let go a little bit. It felt really good. I feel really happy. Yep. I think Catholicism is, like, I know they want everyone to be saved. Like, Catholicism is, like, the way. And, like, even, like, you can talk to, like, hardcore Catholics who say that, if you're, like, a Christian and you're saved, you're gonna go to heaven either way. It doesn't matter if you're Catholic or not, but, like, it's the most right way. And I had a lot of questions, and I'm not saying just because I had questions it was wrong, but, like, it was pretty complicated. That's why I really like Taoism, because it's, like, accepting good with bad, and it's just very, like, going back to your like, the natural human self, and just, like, being a good person and not hitting any extremes, because if you get extremely emotionally angry about something, then like your body's gonna react. Humans, we're not naturally extreme people. We're very just like we're very down, we're very calm, and we're very like we don't mean to hurt anybody, and we're very vague. They say that extreme emotions are caused by culture and how they like we either have to be really happy all the time or we're really sad all the time. And so like the whole point of Taoism is to just like keep a balance and accepting good with bad. And even though things are bad, you're supposed to just kind of accept it as being okay. I feel like it's not religion, it's a philosophy. So like I don't feel bad like saying I'm Taoist though. You know what I mean? But like I believe in Taoism. Philosophy of life, I guess. China, like Tao is considered a natural law. You take away culture, like what culture's done to like the individual, and what are roots there? This is Kelly and Deep Thought. And this is Katie getting cereal. And there she goes. Give me a high five, Katie. Wait. There, wait. Like I feel like when I was religious, every time I did something wrong, like I was gonna get condemned for it. And I felt like when I started going down this path of just kind of like not worrying about it, I felt like I should be really worried. Honestly, I don't. Maybe it's just because I don't feel like justification for having to feel bad. But I don't feel awful. I can still be a good person and be the best person I can be and not be religious. I don't know if I want to be religious. I mean, I went down that path and it's a very emotional road. I think this is like something that's going to take a lot of time. Maybe if there's a God, then he's challenging me, and I'm totally open to that. I'm a teenager, you go through this stuff, right? So, anyways, so yeah, essentially, religion's a meme. It's something produced by culture in which is artificial in the sense that it's not natural. Like something that's logos, like a tree or the ground is logos. Like it's natural and it's finite. But something that's mythos is essentially it necessarily isn't factual. And that's religion just because it's cultural. It's made from culture. I don't know. It got really wide. I don't know.